like to toot my own horn very often, but these just might be the best boneless chicken thighs you have ever had. We'll start with a citrusy and savory marinade that has a few secret spices in it. Lather on the love, and then air fry them until they get a crispy exterior and juicy interior. To make the marinade, you'll want to grab a large bowl and add 3 tablespoons of oil. Either avocado or olive oil will both work great. 2 tablespoons of liquid sweetener such as honey or pure maple syrup. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. A gluten-free tamari can be used if needed. 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lime juice. 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Yellow mustard can be substituted. 1 clove of finely minced garlic. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Now for those secret spices. You don't need much, but just a hint of curry powder and coriander gives these thighs so much flavor. So we're going to add in half a teaspoon of curry powder. You can either use a mild or hot depending on your personal preference. And half a teaspoon of ground coriander. Whisk this all together until it's well combined. Next, place 1.5 pounds of boneless and skinless chicken thighs into the marinade and toss until they're completely coated. Let the thighs marinate for at least 30 minutes or up to overnight. If marinating for more than 30 minutes, add the chicken back into the refrigerator. This part is super important. The acidity from the marinade will help break down those tough fibers in the chicken, while the flavor has more time to seep into the meat the longer that it sits. If you marinated your chicken for more than 2 hours, you'll want to pull it out and let it rest at room temperature for at least 20 minutes. A few minutes before you're ready to cook the thighs, preheat a 6-quart air fryer to 375 or 380 degrees for at least 3 minutes. Place the chicken thighs in a single layer, paying close attention so none of the edges touch. Cook the chicken for 14 to 15 minutes. Flip the thighs over halfway through cooking and brush on any remaining marinade. You'll know they're done when the edges are slightly charred and crispy, and the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees. Serve the chicken thighs immediately with a sprinkle of fresh cilantro or parsley. Didn't I tell you guys? Look at how perfectly cooked those thighs are. The outside is so crispy, it honestly looks like we popped these on the grill. And then that inside is so juicy and tender. All right, time for my taste test. Oh my gosh, so good, but to be honest guys, I didn't even need to taste test these. I make them literally all the time. But I can't wait to hear what you think, so be sure to let me know. And if you want a few more dishes to cook up in your air fryer, you've got to check out these recipes right over here. Thanks so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one.